Welcome to the Anime Spotlight Podcast, this podcast where we shine a spotlight on the anime that we love. Today's episode will be discussing One Piece. Before I introduce the crew, I must mention that this is an anime that this anime and manga has yet to be concluded. So who knows? We may come back one day. I'm I'm Mystic Vegito 13, and I will be your archaeologist today on our journey. Joining us on today's episode, we have a special guest who will be our captain today, Matto.
Yo-ho, this is your captain speaking. I'm Matthew Roberts. My friends call me Matto. I'm honored to be a part of this discussion and excited to share my love and appreciation of One Piece with you all. I'm a Christian freelance dancer and choreographer, currently living in East Akron, with my dog, Waffles.
Up next, we have the chef of our crew, the Ninja 8.
Hey yo.
Following that is our shipwright, Sith Scott.
I am super excited for this episode going on.
And finally, we have our swordsman, or should I say swordswoman, Saraichi 007.
Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl here.
I think the intro for the Four Kids dub might best be the way that might be the best way to summarize One Piece. There once was a man named Gol Roger, who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were his final words: "My fortune is yours for the taking, but you have to find it first. I left everything I own in one piece." Ever since then, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for One Piece, the treasure that would make their wildest dreams come true. One Piece is the story of Luffy and the Straw Hats traveling the world to make Luffy's dream come true, be the king of the pirates. But most fans speculate that that is not his true dream. Luffy, above all else, wants freedom, and pirates are free. And the king of the pirates is the most free. People believe that Luffy's dream is to live in a world where everybody is free. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, One Piece is in fact highly political. Yes, a vast majority of the Marines are bad guys, but so are the pirates, the Marines, uh, regular, ordinary people, rulers. Basically, One Piece isn't black and white. There's good and bad in every faction. This isn't a political podcast, and we're not here to discuss the politics. One Piece has many fantastical and wacky fights. We've got instances of Luffy becoming somebody's body armor, where his whole body stretches around a giant woman, using him as a suit of armor. Of course, this is filler, but that's just an example. Luffy goes into fights into sorry. Luffy goes into a fight. He's always trying something new. We have him firing punches, kicking people, turning himself into a windmill. We have instances of people using their whole bodies as a in a fight, or somebody will make their spirit into their body split into thousands of pieces and attack them with those pieces. You've got times where Luffy's literally boxing somebody and he attributes the win to the power of his afro that he's wearing. All this being said, we're going to discuss people's favorite fights. Honestly, I thought about this and I had some trouble even pinning down a fight that I like the best. But I think I'm just gonna go with the fight that got me into One Piece, and that's Luffy and Sanji on the Baratie.
Mm.
Hmm.
Matto?
For me, it's um, Luffy versus Kaido. Which is
Oh, recent.
way, way,
I mean,
way, way out there.
it,
For
it it's an iconic fight, though.
it
I
is.
mean,
And
Gearby
there's
broke
a
the
few
internet.
times. Yeah. But it's also like the amount of times Luffy fights Kaido, I think also adds to it.
It does.
Do you want me to go
Oh,
into more depth of that, or is it we're just naming favorite ones?
however
Go into
comfortable
as
you are.
much
If you
depth
have
you want.
yes.
Yep. I'd say I like that Luffy doesn't necessarily come out on top every time he clashes with Kaido, um, until the end.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
Well, Ninja, I know that you're not particularly a fan of this series, so if you don't have a favorite fight or anything that comes to mind, you can just pass.
So I don't know the one character's actual name, so I'm just going to give both characters a nice little goofy name. It's the fight of Tres Leches versus Vega.
Okay.
Okay.
What weapons or fruits do they use?
Well, Vega or Zoro uses 3 swords, so Tres Leches.
Oh God.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Vega in Street Fighter uses clawed gauntlets.
Who was he in the One Piece then?
So
I
Clawdor?
don't know his
No.
name.
What was it, Captain
He's got
Koro?
like
Sounds like Kuro.
he's got like knives at the tip of his fingers.
Yeah, Kuro.
Yeah, that's Captain Koro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep with Vega.
You do that.
That's fair.
All right, Scott.
Alrighty, for me, it's kind of a weird mix. So the one that instantly comes into mind that like changed my perspective on One Piece as a whole was Luffy versus Arlong. So that was one of my favorite fights, if only for just what it demonstrates. Because it's not just like your traditional fight where, especially because a lot of the time, like in the pre-Grand Lined area, you're essentially with East Blue always seeing Luffy overpower most of his enemies. And with him
Yeah.
basically fighting with Arlong, even though he could basically just overpower Arlong at times, he mainly just defeated him in a way that sent a message. Where he destroys his
very
entire
innovative.
enterprise and is just like, you can't do this ever again.
I mean, all fairness, he did that for Nami's sake.
Yes, he
I
did.
have one question before we move on.
Yeah.
Is that a descriptive name?
No,
No.
Arlong is
He's
an
a shark.
actual enemy's name, yeah.
Oh, I get
Alright.
it. It took me a minute. It took me way too long for that. Like, huh?
All right, so I know that your knowledge is mostly based off of the live action and bits and pieces I've told you from the series. So
Yes,
you,
I've tried to watch the anime several times and but I'm gonna give it another shot. But yeah. The live action. I haven't seen season 2 yet, but as far as season 1 goes, my favorite fight would be, well, Zoro versus Mihawk, because dang, 2 hot men sword fighting. Yeah, I'm all over that.
To be
But
fair,
my
that's
point
actually
is
pretty
like,
close to the anime renditions of that fight particularly.
oh,
Yeah.
So.
okay. I can't wait to see that one then.
Yeah.
But like all 3 swords going, and then like Mihawk uses the Yoru, and he comes out with the great thing, like what is it, wounds on the back are the swordsman's greatest shame. He freaking
Yes.
says that during that fight. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, badass. So that was pretty cool. That's my
it was a good moment for Zoro, along with him crying, "King of the Pirates, I swear I'll never lose again."
Yeah.
yeah, it was a really good fight.
Well, I did remember another thing that I did want to say for a favorite fight, and that was the first fight with Luffy and Rob Lucci when he goes Gear 2 for the first time.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that was
Because
close. That was close
that
second.
took everything out of him.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. That was the first
he,
favorite before Kaido. So it's been my
yeah,
first favorite for a
I mean
long
that
time.
that fight we see Luffy's got a new power, but we haven't seen it yet, and then you find out it's Gear 3, and you see what Gear 3 truly is.
Yeah.
Good.
I know a lot of people hate on One Piece or its art style and animation in the early form and even today. But I personally think the animation is perfect for certain characters. It shows in the show, like I couldn't watch, like we were talking about earlier, I couldn't watch, say, it in Demon Slayer's art style, for example, and see somebody stretch their body and do all the crazy things other characters do in the show. The art style of One Piece is styled after old school American cartoons like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. Specifically, it shows when Luffy goes Gear 5 for the first time. I know at least two people in the podcast do not like the animation itself, so I'm not even going to bother asking other people how they feel about it unless they would like to speak on it now. Ninja?
I'm gonna plead
The
the fifth.
animation completely ruins it for me.
Amen.
Yeah, this was a special segment I put in there just for you two.
Like, I cannot take it seriously. It's so hard for me to get past, and I just want to jump off a cliff. But that's me. Sorry.
Me too.
Yeah, yes, but you also can't watch certain shows because of how people's voices sound.
Yeah, I'm weird. I will not deny that. I'm weird.
You
But I
see,
want you
I'm
to
an
talk about those.
audiophile, so how they sound doesn't much matter.
Oh, that's
But I'm a visual snob.
yeah, and it hurts the eyes like a lot. But you know,
It does. Well, correction, there is a couple voices that give me the absolute worst headache ever. Taylor Swift.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
see, you feel my pain.
So, One Piece takes place across many fantastical lands. There are many arcs to the story. Copper Strum Island, Robin's Innie's Lobby are just examples. Uh, Obviously, I can't really ask two of you too much about this, so I'm going to now discuss everybody's favorite arc.
Survival.
Good. So I have been thinking on this myself, and again, there are so many arcs in One Piece.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm gonna go with Dressrosa.
Mm.
Just everything that happens, the city that looks so calm and peaceful on the surface and just so dark and twisted underneath.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Finding out what happens to everybody. That Doflamingo is actually enslaving people, turning them into toys. Their own family members forget who they are. Enslaving another race of people. They're just so trustworthy. They're just so trusting and believe everything anybody tells them. And also the Spanish influence throughout the entire arc. The gladiators in the arena. Even the island itself is beautiful. Matto?
Yeah, I think Dressrosa was really nice. I think it also even like um the antagonists of it have this almost family style mafia,
Yes.
as opposed to just like one person doing it all. Um, my favorite would be Wano, the one where um
The
eventually
longest arc.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the longest arc
And
so far.
so yeah, so far.
Yes.
Although Egghead was pretty quick, I'm not mad with it. I think it was beautiful in its own sense. But I think because Wano was so long, because it started so far back, and
Yeah.
you met some of the characters who were from that arc at Island, so far in the past, not really knowing um I guess the depth of what they were going through.
Right.
and I love a good time skip. And um, I'll elaborate on that more later. But Wano has a crazy time skip in it that
It
you don't
does.
really get to experience
Nope.
until they like flash back and say like, oh, by the way, let's tell you what's happened in the past before those characters met our characters. And so yeah, I think I love a nice ending. Not
Yeah.
necessarily a happy one, but one that just kind of is wrapped up, and I felt Wano was wrapped up was really well, uh, and it was just very satisfying, almost like a delayed gratification for something extended that long. I felt that they ended it well, and it now has it ends with one of my favorite fights because it's so goofy and silly, and um, but also very powerful. So yeah, I'd say Wano.
I do enjoy the mini arc of Odin inside of that whole series.
Oh
That
yeah,
whole
Mhm.
arc with
yeah.
Odin and Roger and Whitebeard.
Yeah, that's
Just
right. That's right. There's so
just
much like I keep forgetting. Like, oh, that's right. That happens too.
Right, that does
And
happen in
like that's
Wano. No,
right
it
when like
does.
whatever the fire ice island is, like that's when we first meet Conqueror, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it started that far back, and he was just half a body.
Yeah.
We had no
yeah.
idea.
The Punk Hazard, I think it
That's
was.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't want to say Thriller Bark. It's not it.
No. Thriller Bark was a good arc though.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was nice
Mm-hmm.
and sweet. We met Brooke. We
Yeah.
got to hear more about Laboon.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot, and that's another thing I like about Dressrosa. If I can go back to that, was learning more about Law's backstory.
Yes.
Yes, that was great. Ninja, do you just want to pass, or are you gonna say when Ace gets turned into a donut?
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I didn't watch that arc.
You've seen the
How,
scene
how
at least,
dare you
right?
say
No.
a donut?
Yes. Technically, my favorite arc would have to be the only one I saw, which was the first one.
East
East
Blue?
Blue.
Same.
All right. Well, I guess Strai's given her answer along with Ninja's.
It's the only one I've seen.
The first one. You're about to get to the grand
That
line with the second season at least, but so
that is
Yeah.
true. You're about to. I think that's Baroque Works arc that she's getting into a season 2.
yeah,
Oh,
season two
cool.
covers Baroque Works and it starts a little bit of
Mhm.
Alabasta, but
All right,
essentially,
Scott.
my favorite arc is it was kind of still is Dressrosa, but the other one that I really liked was Ennis Lobby. I think Ennis
Yes.
Lobby is probably the best pre-time skip arc. It
Mhm.
Oh yes.
helps shape up a lot of kind of like their own camaraderie as Straw Hats. And it also gets to have Luffy basically go, I don't care if the whole world's against you, you're still my friend moments.
Yeah. It had some great moments in it.
And we
Mhm.
also get Sniper King, and he's still probably the best character in the show, even though he only shows up for that one arc. I don't know where he went.
Huh. Yeah, you're right. Kind of vanished.
I know, it's weird.
So going off of that, I think that's a good transition into memorable moments within One Piece. And there are so many of them. And I know that there's like a top 3 just for like universal best moments.
Yeah.
So I am going to take this opportunity to ask everybody their most memorable moments. And I will give you guys up to 3. Um, my top moments are in no particular order because I don't want to put them in order because I can't.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
And as well as thank you for loving me.
Oh.
Just Ace sacrificing his life and then one of the last things he says to Luffy before he dies, just looking at him saying thank you for loving someone like me. I've seen that scene probably like 3 or 4 times just watching the anime, and it gets me every time. Every time I even see somebody post a clip of it.
Mm.
And then finally it's Robin, I want to live.
Yeah.
honestly, out of all of them, that might actually be my favorite, but that might just be bias. Matto. What?
Oh, okay, this is weird. But one of my, I have to say, the moment I've gone back to, the moment I've gone back to YouTube to rewatch, the most, besides fights, because I watch those a lot,
Yeah.
That's
um,
fair.
would be when, and I hate giving spoilers to you two, um, but it's a really terrible moment for the Straw Hats.
Okay. Let me pause you right there for one moment to let you in on a little secret.
Mhm.
I I don't think Ninja's gonna care too much about the spoilers, and Sarai personally loves spoilers.
Yeah, and we're spoiler happy here. Like we're good with spoilers here.
No, don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, right.
So you're in good company here. You can go ahead and spoil whatever you want.
That's good. I am
You
the
can especially
opposite.
spoil me.
It's like, please ruin it. It's the moment, the final day of the Straw Hat Crew, where they are sent their separate ways by Kuma in a terrible fight that they lose.
Yeah.
And they completely utterly lose. And
The pre Marineford.
yeah, Sabati or whatever that name.
The
Um,
Sabaudi Island.
and and it's just devastating. And you see Luffy lose, not not by death, but just lose his crewmates one by one, until he is the only one left. And then he just has,
Systematically breaking him.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then he has a mental breakdown right before he is sent off, uh, and
Amazon Lily.
you have no idea where. And then that episode ends, and it says, "On this day, the Straw Hat Crew was completely, utterly defeated." And then the episode ends, and then you gotta wait another week until the next one. And I was like, for me, like it broke me so much. I was like, we've never seen him, like, or them lose so hard.
No,
And
especially
it was
with
just
Yeah.
it
like
was
in the manga and
surreal.
anime, that does make it a little different than live action, is just how overpowered it feels that they are for every fight they have. And then this is the
Hmm.
fight where they are just utterly unable to make a dent in Kuma.
I mean, the only fight that even comes close to that is probably on Thriller Bark, honestly,
Yeah,
against Moria.
yeah.
No, yes, you're right. And then in Egghead, it was incredible because you understand why that happened. And when I saw that, it broke me the other way. I was like, oh my gosh, this is as if it wasn't sad enough when it happened the first time. Yeah, that's probably my favorite moment because it it is simultaneously gut wrenching and beautiful at the same, when you find out why what's happening and why it's happening for what reason, which you don't find out to for several episodes.
Hundreds.
Yeah, a
Hundreds of
long
I
episodes.
time.
was gonna say 100, but yeah, several.
It's a
It's
slow
just,
burn.
I don't know. For me, it's this. I think that's why I love One Piece. I'm a delayed gratification, and Oda be delaying my gratification for
For
like
years.
months,
uh,
but he doesn't disappoint. That's gonna be my top.
you got any other ones you want to add to that?
I only need one.
Okay.
It's the one.
I'm gonna
Actually,
go ahead. I'm gonna
you're
go
fine,
ahead and
you're
ask
fine.
Ninja, what is your top moment?
My top moment would have to be when Ace rolled a nat 1 on his handshake check and ended up as a donut.
Okay, sorry.
So
That was just
basically,
the way you put that.
basically his yeah, basically his top moment leads into one of mine.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Almost choked.
Yeah, I mean, the other guy was just trying to give him a handshake.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he was actually trying to punch a hole through Luffy's chest, and Ace
Yeah.
jumps in front of him.
He was trying to give Luffy a handshake then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luffy
give
rolled
Luffy
a
the
nat 1
handshake.
on the dexterity check.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luffy rolled in that one, and Ace jumped in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want a hand. If we don't laugh, we'll cry.
Yeah.
I won't.
It's just I've never heard the donut analogy. It just makes
Oh,
me
Oh,
I've
wow.
heard it
I've heard
so many times.
A lot.
Oh man. I was like,
There's a lot of donuts in anime.
Yeah. Usually it's an ace in the hole. This time it was a hole in the ace.
Oh, God. All right. I'm gonna give it to Scott now.
Alrighty. So one of the first moments that made me tear up when I was watching One Piece was the help me scene with Nami and Luffy. When
Oh,
Nami
yes.
just spent her entire basically life trying to build up savings, and then the Marines take it all and then just dip, and she's just traumatized to see that Arlong already knew everything in the beginning, and then she goes in and just asks Luffy for help, which is the first time
He
she's
just
ever asked
stepped
anybody for help, and he's just like, yeah, okay, it's time.
Aw.
Yeah, we're friends. Hold this hat for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's such a good
yeah.
moment. Another
Yeah.
moment that I like is also, I mean, it's a part of the whole Robin help me scene, but it's also when Luffy turns to Sniper King and says, "Shoot down that flag," and that flag gets shot down.
It does. Them just
Mhm.
declaring war on the entire world
Yeah.
Yep.
to save their
Doesn't even miss a
friend.
beat, just shoots it immediately.
It's just
And when you think
gone.
about it, while it had been years for us with the Straw Hats and with Robin and all of them, realistically for them it had been months.
Yeah.
Like they were not together for that long, and for them to feel so strongly about Robin.
And another moment that I love that's just because it's funny is when Zoro takes Sniper King as his third sword because he doesn't have the use of one of his arms.
That was great. Oh, I hope they do that in the live action. I don't know how they will because
don't
you
know
know
either, but I want to see
Usopp
it.
doesn't have the long nose.
Mhm.
I hope they give Sniper King the long nose still.
They better give Sniper King the long nose mask. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. That'd be good.
All right, Sarai, I know you don't got much to add to it, but do you have any moments? If it's based off of things I've sent you, if it's just based off things you've seen in the live action, do you have like one moment that sticks out in your mind? You think this is One Piece?
Well, I would have to. It would have to be the one when Ace gets the hole in him. I mean, that's just like it's a pivotal moment. It's pretty impactful. It's just what sticks out to me.
And they never let you forget it.
Nope.
Great, great.
Luffy sees a little girl on Wano, and she's like, "I've been waiting here for like 4 years for Ace to return." Luffy just
Aw.
turns and looks at her and says, "He's dead."
Wow,
No
why-
build
They,
up.
they never let you forget it because Luffy makes a move after it. After
He
him.
does. Luffy
Yeah.
actually names an attack after his brother Ace,
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
which leads into Luffy's power, and just clearly it has to be Toon Force because rubber does not catch fire that quickly.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we've spoken on memorable moments, we've spoken on Island's favorite arcs. How about let's cover everybody's favorite characters? I know at
Wait,
least
we
one of
covered
us.
islands?
We did. We did. I said Dressrosa.
I didn't say
I thought
mine.
we were talking about
Oh wait,
arcs.
no, I did skip that. Let's
Yeah,
cover the
I think-
islands then. You're right, because my
Like,
favorite
hold
island isn't Dressrosa. My favorite
Mm-mm.
island is actually Long Ring Longland.
What?
It's just because it's so freaking goofy. Like every animal on that island is unnaturally long. There's a giraffe with like a 60-foot long neck. There
Yeah.
Oh
is
my
a
gosh.
there is a dachshund that is 10 foot long. Just the body. Nothing else on it. Just the body.
That's weird.
The dachshund like wraps around the house. It is so freaking goofy. And even the arc. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Foxy Pirates and all that stuff. But even the arc itself, I mean, like I mentioned, with Luffy winning and bringing and attributing the win to the power of the Afro, it is that island that happens on.
Yep.
Mm.
Come on, I mean, it's just Luffy puts on an Afro and he's boxing somebody, and it's just like, yeah, I win. It's the power of the Fro. Matto, do you have a favorite island?
Hmm.
I know this one's more difficult than an arc.
Oh. I might say it's either Skypiea or Egghead. Egghead was pretty wacky.
It
Um,
was. I have seen parts of Egghead, and it's very wacky and futuristic. The style alone.
hmm. Yeah, but Skypiea was crazy, and they got the cloud vehicles and
I mean, if I had to pick an island to land on, to live on, I would pick Skypiea.
I'm gonna go with Skypiea.
Skypiea is pretty cool. Not a big fan of the arc itself. I felt like it went on a little too long,
Yeah.
but the island was beautiful. The
Yeah.
milky roads and
Yes. Yep.
the clouds you could swim in, the dials.
Yeah. It sounds very like fantasy. So yeah.
It
I'd say
is.
Skypiea.
Ninja, I know you have a joke answer for this.
I mean, it's not really a joke answer. I have a favorite island of Oahu. So if there's a
I'm sure there
One
is
Piece
some
version
island.
of Oahu,
I'm
then
sure
that would
there
be
is.
my favorite island. Seriously though,
That's
look
fair.
up scenery from Oahu. You will not be disappointed.
Yep, it's beautiful.
Scott, do you have a favorite island?
I do. So many of you who may know me know that I'm a huge fan of things called samurai. So I was a huge fan of the Wano Island. So that would be the place I would
That's fair. As long as they finally defeated Kaido, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to live there. You don't want to live there before that.
Nah.
It's also Wano is definitely the most Japan inspired of all the arcs.
Yeah.
Mostly rural Japan.
Ooh, then I would like that one.
Well, Sarai, I'm gonna ask you. I know that you were saying in chat that it was Buggyland, and if you want to go for it, I mean, it's wherever Buggy puts down roots, he calls Buggyland. So
Yeah, I like Buggy Land. But no, I probably would do the Amazon Lily. A whole island full of women. Yeah, I'm down.
not just any women, strong women.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's my favorite island.
See?
You wouldn't be allowed.
I'm allowed. Yay.
I will tell you this though, that it is not an island of women that are all with each other. It is.
No, that's fine.
They go out, they find men, they get pregnant, they come back.
That's great. That's perfect.
Think of the Gerudo tribe in Legend of Zelda.
Yep, that sounds.
I mean, I'll put on a costume.
I don't know how well it will work.
Wait, if I got that
We're
devil
gonna
fruit power
slip you
thingy, I
out.
could change you into a woman.
That's true.
There is a devil fruit for that.
Yeah.
There is. Let's see here. Well, I think it's time we actually discuss our favorite characters and least favorite characters. And I'm going to give everybody, I mean, I will give you up to 3, but if you have honorable mentions just because it is so close with some characters, I will let that slide, obviously, because One Piece just has so many characters throughout the story.
It really does.
Yeah.
So
A
many
lot.
good written good characters, so many well written bad characters that like there's some that you just love to hate, like Sarai liking Buggy. He's clearly a villain,
Sorry.
But he's a fun
but
one.
but he
But
is.
he's funny.
So maybe surprising to this group, may not be. I don't know. I kind of hinted at one of them several times, but I think my favorite character is Robin. Intellectual, the fact that how young she was learning a dead language, the how strong she had to be surviving 20 years on her own, being betrayed time after time after time. It's just I like strong women, and I mean, can you get much stronger than her in One Piece?
Yeah, that's true.
Another one is probably going to be a lot of people's favorites. Maybe not in the podcast, but just out there in general. Zoro.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the Wano arc, after he gets his new sword. Scott, do you remember the name?
I don't know which one the sword was called in Wado.
Wano. Matto, do you remember?
Get out of here.
I think it's like
names of swords there are.
Yeah, I think it's like Inaru. I think it's like Inaru or something like that. But
that sounds like one.
It does. But basically, this sword,
it's called Enma.
drains. Thank you. It drains the user's haki, or basically their life force, and it will only do that to weak-willed individuals and stuff, people who are not very powerful. Like, you have to have a powerful haki for it to obey you. And when he uses his Demon King form, I mean, what was it, like 9 sword style? He had 3 heads, 9 arms.
Yeah.
What? No
Yeah.
way. That's so hot.
It was
Nice.
just, and then finally, this is the one that's probably gonna surprise people, but Captain Eustace Kid.
Oh, Kid.
I've always loved magnetism, and just his devil fruit, manipulating things, metal, turning into weapons, making a freaking railgun.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
And I mean, I love his dynamic with with 2 of the other of the worst generation. How he, like, Luffy's all chummy with them. He's like, "When did I say I was your friend? I'm not on your side."
Nice.
And him teaming up with Law and just how they were interacting that whole time fighting Big Mom. He's definitely a memorable character for me, and I wish we could see more of him. Matto?
Those are good. My first one's gonna be Law.
Okay.
Very good choice.
Yeah.
He's definitely my favorite. I guess it also has to do with his ability too. That has a wee bit to do with it.
Is it the teleportation or the amputation?
The OP-ness of it all.
It's very OP.
The fruit is called the op fruit. It is, and it's not. They're not lying. It is OP.
I mean, I thought it was the op fruit because it was for operation, because it's a surgeon fruit.
But I think it's OP, man. It's incredible.
It is.
Yeah. Well, another what was one of my favorite moments was Law versus Vergo. Where he just slices. Yeah. Or he slices a mountain in half just to cut someone.
Well,
But just the fact that he like you learn more of his Law's backstory in Dressrosa. You find out the head antagonist of Dressrosa had a brother who was really sweet and kind.
or his own.
Yeah, Korra, and that just Law's upbringing of just facing a lot of rejection. Um, yeah, and his story resonated with me. I mean, a lot of I won't say a lot. All the characters in One Piece have a rough backstory.
They do.
Yeah.
So that was Laws was one I resonated with a lot.
Before you
Like
mention
his-
your next character, though,
Mhm.
I feel like we can't mention Law without mentioning his most memorable moment, at least in my opinion.
Hmm.
And that was just Korra just doing everything he could to cure him from his white illness.
Going from doctor to doctor.
Yep.
Yeah, literally watching Law die, freaking out, stealing the op fruit, thinking this is the only way I can save this kid, and even dying for him.
Hmm. Beautiful. And lots of sacrifice.
Yes.
And-
Everybody's backstory seems to have some kind of sacrifice.
Yeah, that's true. And I won't talk too much about Law, because I could go on.
That's fair.
Well, he's my favorite too, so go on.
Yeah. Luffy's pretty great too. You know, he's up there. I'm not gonna talk much about Luffy. And but Kuma's my third one.
Oh yes, Kuma. If there was an award for tragic backstories, Kuma would
Yeah,
win.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, Kuma, that bad guy?
yeah.
Kuma's
yeah,
not
the guy-
bad.
the
There's
guy
a
who,
lot more you're gonna have to figure out about Kuma.
the guy who
Well,
separates
oh.
the stars.
I had already told
Yeah.
you, Kuma volunteered for a cyborg project. He was never bad, but the world government took him over.
Yeah.
Oh,
But just like
interesting.
you said, he's made to look bad to the viewer for quite a while.
Yes.
And then when you learn what really happened behind the scenes, you're like, oh,
Like I said, nothing happened.
Oh, there it is, bleeding on the ground.
Yeah. Like I said, nothing happened.
Yeah, those are my three: Law, Luffy, Kuma.
Nice.
Good picks. Ninja?
So, I actually do have a couple favorite characters from the little bit that I've seen.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
While again, I don't remember his name, and I'm not going to bother remembering his name. Vega.
Oh,
Well,
the nice
right.
dude?
Oh,
Captain Koro.
nice.
Sure, we'll go with that.
You like him?
Hey,
I don't know, something
said-
about the smug arrogance.
Yes.
Okay. And the bloody knife, I was all down for
right?
that.
Isn't that great?
Okay, I feel you. All right.
Like he'd be a really good dungeon master, and I'm not talking about D&D.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
jeez.
I mean, what?
you know what he means.
Nope, no idea.
My
don't
next
have one in Lava Minecraft world.
Ace.
Wait, my dad's gonna be watching these podcasts, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ace is a great choice. Honestly, I left him out of my list because of the tragedy and everything. But if I had to pick an all-time favorite, it would probably be him.
He's great.
And my favorite would have to be whoever abandoned Luffy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
What?
You could argue a few in that case. No,
I would argue. I'd say it's Scarf or
Scarf.
Dragon.
yeah.
You
I'm
like
sorry,
Scarf?
Dragon. Jeez,
Okay,
there's a
I'm
list.
quitting now.
Hey, Sarai, I've told you in the past. Just
Nope.
we've explained the whole thing about Marineford and Garp.
I don't care.
And I know you don't agree with that, but people are allowed to have their opinions.
Nope.
What?
Even know who
Yeah,
abandoned
no.
him.
I'm quitting.
It's just whoever abandoned him.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All
Why?
right.
Like, can you explain like why?
I
Just curious. Because it gave him it gave Luffy the gusto to go ahead and like fight, or like I'm just trying to. I want to know.
Uh,
I
I
just
find Luffy
like
extremely
Luffy.
annoying.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
my
I
idea.
leave too.
I get it.
That's what I figured it was.
I
Uh,
get it. Okay.
all right, Scott.
Alrighty, so first we have to put some respect on my man Captain Usopp
Yeah, that's there.
of the
He-
8,000
he is a-
soldiers.
He is a fun character.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like Usopp. He's fun.
Hey,
He's
Shout out to the actor who does him in live action too. I think he's doing a great job.
yeah, he's
Oh,
doing a
he's so good.
fantastic job, especially with season
Thank
2.
you. Yeah, yes.
oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. Season 2 has a lot of good stuff in it.
I was a little
Yay.
disappointed they didn't give him prosthetic nose.
Yeah,
They
yeah, I
could
was surprised about that. I was
They
like,
they
could
could have made it a
have.
little longer. They could have made it a little longer, just a little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Another character that I really liked is Whitebeard. I really appreciated
Ooh.
his whole ordeal of basically treating everyone as that he would be basically under his protection as his own.
Yeah.
Yes,
I like
his
that.
crew is his family,
Yeah.
and he
Father
would
of
die for them.
Yeah.
He did die for them.
He did die for them. Yes,
Oh,
he did.
yikes.
But yeah,
he
he was
dies.
a massive.
He dies.
He has massive power. He's massive, just strength, and just a man
The
of
Quake
massive.
crew was pretty cool.
Yeah. He just has a lot of respect that I would have for him. And the third one would probably have to just be with Luffy. I really like Luffy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see the love. I can see the hate. Luffy can get annoying sometimes.
He can.
But
He
he's-
can get.
but
He
he's a
can get
freak.
very simple-minded at times.
But he's a free spirit, and
Yeah.
I
what's
do
not to
like
like
that.
about a free spirit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
free spirits are important.
All right, Sarai, let's hear this twist.
Okay, well, my absolute favorite, of course, is Law.
Because
Freaking
he's a
love the
surgeon of
Surgeon
death.
I love him. I mean, he's just perfect. I love everything about him.
Say
Um,
that.
my second one would be Mihawk, of course. Like I like the cold, calculated, kind of aloof kind of people. So
He is very much that.
yes. So he's
Even
like,
even after the time skip, he is very much that.
Yep.
yeah, I have a little soft spot for those kind. So and Buggy. That's my third one. I freaking love Buggy. I love him so much. I wish he was. I just want to keep him as a pet or something. I don't know. He's just funny.
Buggy
like
D Clown.
Yes. And I usually am scared of clowns, but like I'm not scared of him. I love him. And my honorable mention has to be Zoro because I have to mention him because I freaking love that guy. He's so loyal and he gets lost. He's just like me. I swear.
You cannot. I don't think you can find a single person in One Piece more loyal than Zoro.
No.
Yeah, like isn't my profile picture on the thing Zoro? You put my picture on that of the Crunchyroll.
Yes, on my Crunchyroll, your profile picture is Zoro.
I get lost so easy.
In all fairness, Daniel picked it.
Aw, thanks, Daniel.
All right, so now we've heard everybody's favorite characters. Let's discuss least favorite, hated, despised characters. Now, I feel like my first pick isn't up for debate. Anybody except for maybe Ninja is going to put this man on their list, or at least mention him, and that's Don Quixote do Flamingo.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah.
I mean, just the lengths of manipulation with him. I mean, his powers are amazing, though. Who knew you could do that with strings?
Puppet master kind of thing is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It
the
is.
whole
I mean,
puppeteering.
Yeah.
he is a well-written villain. He is written to hate, and that is exactly what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like him.
Even his first appearance, I didn't like him, and that was all the way back on the island, the island that was technically a part of Skypiea.
So,
Yeah.
question: is he the one with the giant pink scarf, ultra flashy that
Yeah.
everyone was memeing.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's
the
him.
guy who's it's a jack that looks like a boa.
Yep.
Yeah, and he wears
Red
sunglasses.
glasses.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Uh,
really hate him. I hate him.
When he sprints,
next
he usually
it
crosses the legs, so it looks like he's standing on one leg like a flamingo.
yes, I mean it fits with the name.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Next is Akainu.
Yeah.
Mm,
I
don't
think
know.
I'm remembering the right one. Basically, the one who made Ace the Donut.
Yes, that's the one.
And I think you guys can guess why I don't like him. I mean, it just broke Luffy.
Yeah.
You see a man so strong-willed just he completely collapsed. He was frozen. He couldn't move at all.
Nope.
Yeah, that was sad.
He was in shock for hours. And then, honestly, it's a little hard to pick a third one on this because those two I just don't like them.
The line is so
I feel
much
like I hate
better.
them so much. I don't need a third.
But you know what? I'm gonna go with what was his name? He his last name's Korazumi. He was the Shogun.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't
You know who I'm
remember.
talking about?
Orochi?
Yes, Orochi.
Yeah,
Orochimaru.
He's a
not that.
dude.
Well, he did eat the mythical snake fruit and can turn into a
Yeah.
three-headed snake.
Oh, that's so
A
cool.
giant three-headed snake.
I
But
like him.
just notable things he did: trolling the people of a town who had nothing to eat by giving them remainders of smile fruit so they'd be cursed to laugh.
Oh,
Mm.
that's
So
mean.
because he couldn't stand their constant crying, so now his ears are filled with laughter.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
No, yeah.
Trying to kill a literal child with damn, I just saw this not long ago. I'm struggling with names, but Odin's son,
Momonosuke?
Or
Momonosuke. Yes,
Or that's what I thought.
yes, Thor. No, Momonosuke. It just some of the just what he did to Wano is
Mhm.
enough to make you hate him, and I feel like
Even
that's a good.
Odin's
I think
wife,
that's a good third.
or sorry, daughter.
Hmm. Oh God, him lusting after Odin's
Oh.
daughter when he thought she was Komurasake, when he
Yeah.
was like 40 years old and she was like what at the time 26,
Mhm.
I mean,
and he had been lusting after her for years. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't think age
Uh,
difference. Once you're past 25, it's all game.
I
Oh, sorry.
understand that, but
There's
it's
there's
just
a lot of lusting
he
in
was
One Piece though, so
he was a disgusting man. Is basically
Ah.
what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Like they drew him specifically to look disgusting.
yeah.
Maddo, least favorites, despised, hated.
Oh, I'd say
And don't worry if
Saturn.
you have. What was that?
Saturn, he's one of the five elders, specifically
Oh
the
yeah,
one who was approving a good amount of the stuff that attributed to Kuma's rough life, as well
What?
as his daughters.
Which one was
And
that?
he's the one who has a well, they all have beards. Like, well, no, not all of them. He's the one who like kind of looks like a spider when he
The only
when
one I
he
can remember for the world elders off the top of my head is the one that could turn into a bull.
a what?
He kind of like looks like he's got bull horns. That's the only one I can remember.
Oh, okay. No, this was he looks like a spider.
Okay.
And yeah, he just I'm not sure. And this is also me like not knowing everything about the elders. So I don't
We're
know
just
why
learning
they
about him.
do everything that they do. but they approve so many things where you're like you're killing so many just to keep a secret.
The
Is the
the
secret
Buster
really worth it?
call,
Buster
the Buster
calls.
call, the
It
laser
just
that obliterated an entire
yeah.
island
Yep. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because Sabo might be there.
Yeah.
They go to great lengths to silence people with a lot of collateral.
Yes.
So yeah, that's him. Caesar,
Okay.
because he despite knowing everything Doflamingo stands for, who works under Kaido and all that stuff, like still carrying on with what he wants to do with his experiments and
Don't
manufacturing the Smiley.
don't
Um,
don't forget about the children.
oh yeah, his experiments. You mean his test subjects? Um,
Yeah, the experiments on giantism and getting kids addicted to a candy that was basically slowly killing them.
Yeah, I hate
yeah.
that.
Yep. Yeah. He was hit some low lows for
Mhm.
villainy.
By the
Um,
way,
But
Sarai,
yeah.
it's
but
another clown.
Oh no, I don't like that clown then.
yeah,
He's not a good clown. He's not even funny.
he gets what's
Oh,
No, but Law's interaction with him is funny.
hmm
That's
It's
fair.
taking his heart, just squeezing it.
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah. Trying to think of a third.
You can reuse anyone else's answers if you agree with it.
Or just say the second
I
one a third
definitely
time
agree
just
with.
because you hate him that
Ooh, ooh.
much.
Treble.
Trouble?
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
Dofi's right hand booger.
yeah,
Um,
I know exactly
Oh.
what you mean.
oh
Especially
my
because
gosh,
he's
like
basically the
his
one who groomed Doflamingo after he killed his father.
yeah, and his it's his voice. It's just he's always there, taunting and like narrating and giving play-by-plays. And you're
And
like, but
he's so
this is
slimy.
yes, he's like mucus incarnate. Yeah, they made me not like him, and they did a good job of that.
Yeah, and
I just
Sarai,
wouldn't understand.
I'm not joking with him being slimy. Like Matto said, he is literally his power's mucus.
Yeah,
Ew.
more so than like the Baroque Five guy who like uses boogers like bomb boogers. Like
Ew.
he is just dripping. He is I
His whole outfit is literally mucus. He's wearing a
yeah.
giant
Yeah.
fat suit of mucus.
And they did a great job
Ew.
casting the voice actor to do him because he just like I don't know. It just irks me so when he's speaking. It's good. So yes,
They
it's
did
mine.
a good job with them.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I'm going to give Ninja the floor now, assuming he's gonna say Luffy.
Um,
The straw hat.
I'll with Zoro.
You don't like Zoro?
No,
Okay.
that okay, she has said from there. That said it all.
um,
That
Would you like to elaborate?
anyone who puts a sword in their mouth is not okay.
okay. You know what? That's fair on a personal standpoint.
Very fair.
Look, as someone who is very avid about swords,
Mm,
do you know what that is going to do to a sword?
Yeah,
You
that's
know what it's
fair.
gonna do to your jaw.
yeah, yeah.
I don't care about that.
Sarai can't figure out what that mouth do anymore.
No.
Those slimy swords.
It's just disrespectful to the swords, in my opinion, to put one in your mouth.
That's fair.
At least he's not putting it somewhere else.
That
Oh,
we know of.
Sword style.
Yeah.
And then I don't like Luffy for the same reason I don't like Navi in Legend of Zelda.
You don't like the voice.
It's annoying.
Wait, are we talking sub or dub?
Yeah.
because I don't like the dub one. I also don't
Uh,
like Ash being the king of the pirates. The voice of Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, I can't listen to the dub. I can't.
I can't.
You
Oh,
see,
you're talking about the Joy Boy thing?
What? No, I'm just talking about whoever voices Luffy in the dub is the same one who does Ash Ketchum in Pokemon,
Yeah.
Really?
and I just don't like that voice. I love Pokemon. I do. I just don't
Yeah,
like that.
but
When he changed to that voice, I didn't like it.
it doesn't fit
the voice isn't the issue. It's
The personality?
his character.
yes.
Yeah, personality different. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very hey you hey.
Listen.
Yeah.
Lava is
Look.
hot.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it.
And then after that, just because I'm so tired of seeing all the memes, Doflamingo.
You know what?
Yeah.
Thanks for
At
Doflamingo,
least,
that's good.
at least I can agree with that one.
Yes.
Although I want to see these memes now.
You haven't seen the memes?
He's everywhere.
No, the only one I've seen is a guy who impersonates him and does his laugh and his walk.
Oh
And
my
he also
gosh,
does
I know that
Crocodile.
guy.
He's very
I've
good
seen
with
that
his
one.
cosplay. That's the only one I've
I've
seen.
seen that one.
Send them my way.
All right. Well,
We'll apparently need to make a One Piece meme channel.
Yeah.
all right.
We'll just make a
Scott.
whole meme channel.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So first and foremost is Blackbeard. I absolutely hate Blackbeard.
Yeah.
That is a good one to hate.
Yeah.
He's basically the thing that started all the bad stuff when it came to Whitebeard and Ace. And that even made it even more so when he basically is just trying to now utilize two devil fruits to just do whatever the crap he wants. And he's very selfish. And I hate it. The other one is just a villain I don't like because of the arc itself is an arc I'm not the biggest fan of, and that's Hody Jones. I really don't
yeah.
like what they did with the Fishman Island arc. I know what they were trying to go for, but I just don't think it landed.
No.
And it's kind of, and I think
Wasn't
that
that
doesn't help for me particularly because I remember it being like, is it like the first major arc in the times after the time skip, and you're expecting to see so
Yeah.
much more power and everything, and it's just this kind of lame arc when you have all of this like setup for like when you leave Saboti, and then it's just
I
like
mean-
Fishman Island heads, and you're just like, this is lame.
Shirahoshi was cool.
Yeah. Like they did a good job of at least showing the power, like the strengths of the Straw Hat crew before they left to go to Japan Island. But a lot of the Fishman Island arc I just did not like that much. And I do think it stems
Yeah.
mainly from Hody Jones just being such a dumb villain.
Yeah.
He's basically
his-
hurting his own people for the sake of turning them against humanity, and it's just like that doesn't make any sense, bro.
just trying to liberate his people by attacking them. It's like, well, you're fine with humans, so I'm gonna take you out. It's like,
Doesn't
You're
make any
making
sense.
them- yeah.
He felt like an off-brand Arlong.
He did, and he's
He
not
was.
even a good one.
No,
Yeah.
it's not even. He was kind of like an off-brand Arlong. He literally got all of his philosophy from Arlong. He
Yeah.
grew up
Mhm.
idolizing Arlong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no off-brand about it.
And I'll just take Akainu as the third one because I didn't really like him that much either. I mean, not just because he, axed off Ace, but he's not. A lot of the Marines, when they try to like make you either like them or dislike them, will have a lot better reasoning than Ikanu's. He's just kind of lame.
He is a lame. Even as Fleet Admiral, you'd think he'd be they'd give him a little bit more depth, but they don't. It's like they just want you to hate him.
Yeah. Which is funny because at least with like say Blackbeard, he has depth. You just hate his depth.
Or even like Son Goku, the previous Fleet Admiral.
Yeah.
Like, you start out hating him, and then he becomes much more lovable character after he retires.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A little more understandable, and everything just tracks more. And then the way that Akainu is just he's just lame, which is not
Yeah.
generally something you'd get from most of the characters of One Piece. And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like him.
All right, Sarai.
Okay, mine. Two of them you guys have already mentioned. Of course, it's Doflamingo. I can't stand him. Slaver, kills family. That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
Blackbeard, because he pretty much started the whole Ace thing. Like, didn't he kidnap Ace or something?
No, he
He, like,
didn't kidnap Ace. What happened is, he kills a member of Ace's division for the Yami Yami no Mi.
Yep.
Ace hunts him down in revenge. Then he fights. Ace and Blackbeard fight. Ace loses. Then he takes him to the Marines and turns him in to
Yeah.
become a
Oh,
warlord.
so
Yep.
it's his fault, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
like him.
Hmm.
And my third
He comes
is
from like
Garp.
one of like the most like family and tuned and like kind of affectionate crews, and he basically is just like, yeah, no, I'll kill people from the crew for my own gain.
Yeah,
And it's
I don't
just
Yeah.
like
like,
him.
why would you do such a thing? And it's just because I want more power. I want to be the captain.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. But yeah, I don't like Garp. I'm sorry. I only know of him, like I don't know the whole thing, but I know that he chose his job over family, and I think that's disgusting. And that's my own personal opinion. I know Cam wants to argue with me about it, but
Oh, I tried to
it's a personal
explain it
There's
opinion.
a
to you.
lot of
I know,
depth
but
to that.
Yes.
I, I
And
don't.
until you see it for yourself, you're not going to understand. Even after you see it, you still might not understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. It's
But it's still
possible.
fine. I mean, it's fine to have your opinion on him.
Yeah.
I mean, we all kind of I'm sure most of us disagree with that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel I wouldn't, having seen what she's seen, I wouldn't have disagreed. I was like, I'm like, Garp is a terrible father figure for Luffy and Ace, and until I saw more.
Makes
But
sense why he likes
Yeah.
Shanks now.
Yeah.
Shanks is the cool
All
uncle.
right.
He knew Shanks for like
Yeah.
2 weeks, and he's like, "This is my new father figure." You see Garp?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
I
true.
don't blame you.
I mean, did you see their mother figure?
She did the best too. Okay.
She tried.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna start wrapping this up, so I'm gonna make this one twofold. Uh, I'm gonna ask everybody what their favorite devil fruit is. On top of that, since we will be winding this down, I'm going to also ask if you could have any one power from One Piece, like any devil fruit, and this is living in our world, so you still can't swim, or you can choose hockey and you can get stronger with it. What would you pick? And as for that goes, I don't know the name of it. I keep forgetting, but I'm going to go with Kid's Fruit. I'm going to choose magnetism. I feel like that people probably could have seen that coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little.
I I mean, I was obsessed with Magneto as a kid, even though he was the villain. I just love the thought of it. I mean, he can fly with it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I could make rail guns. I mean, a freaking rail gun.
That is pretty
Uh,
cool.
but as for a power I would choose, I'd have to go with hockey.
Wait, what
I
other
mean,
powers
devil.
are there? I'm confused.
All the devil
Uh,
fruit powers.
yes, all the devil. You could choose any devil fruit power or hockey. There are technically other powers, like there is airwalking and there is other ways to harden your body without using hockey.
Oh yeah.
But specifically because of how versatile it is, I'm going with hockey as like a choice for powers outside
Yeah,
devil fruit.
like Garp, you could punch a boat for years, build up
You
your hockey.
can. You
Can you
can.
have both? Can you have hockey and a devil fruit?
In the One Piece universe, yes.
Yeah.
In
Yes.
our
Oh.
in our
In
but in
this use
our
case,
hypothetical, no.
Okay.
that's too
In
much
our
of a cheat.
hypothetical, no. You still
I see.
could get the ability to do the airwalking thing though,
Interesting.
because we're not even discussing that as one of the powers. So technically, if you wanted to say, yeah, I'm picking this power, but I also want to be able to walk on the air, that's fine. But yeah, I'm going with hockey for my power. I don't think I need to explain it too much. Just the ability to make people be able to exert my will and people just collapse. The ability to make my body stronger and be able to like punch through boats like Garp does. I think that's my reasoning pretty much. I want to become physically stronger and I don't want to lose my ability to swim. I love water. Matto?
Well, I can float on my back and doggy paddle, so I'm okay with losing that ability. My favorite fruit is Operation 1, Op.
Okay.
But my favorite ability has always been controlling gravity. So the Press Fugitoria has this gravity fruit.
Yes.
And that would be the one I would want. He doesn't use it to fly or manipulate his gravity at all. He's always manipulating other gravities. But yeah, I
But
think
nothing's to say he can't.
yes, that's true. And if he can manipulate, I guess even the space or gravity around someone, that would be enough. I could do that same for me, and um, walking on water has always been something I would think would be awesome. So instead of getting a water manipulation fruit, which I'm not sure if
I think the closest to that one is the soap fruit.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, gravity. I wouldn't have to worry too much about not being able to swim. I could just fall across the sea, horizontally,
Yeah.
like right across it, or fly high above it. Traveling would be easy and, given I could not be too tired. Or I could just get in a boat and have gravity push it in one direction. So yeah,
True.
there's plenty of uses for it. So that'd be mine.
Ninja, at the very least, I'm sure there's some type of fruit that you'd like to have or something.
Uh, I'll take hockey and I'll beat Canada this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that joke was going to happen sometime or another.
You see, I held myself back on your turn
Yes,
of
yes.
talking.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Scott?
Alrighty, so my favorite devil fruit would probably be the Twinkle Twinkle one, which is the one Jozu had for turning anything to diamond.
Right.
And
That
when it
name,
comes,
though.
yeah, no, it is a weird fruit name,
It
but
is.
A lot of weird fruit names.
the power, I'd probably just go with hockey
Goody,
though,
goody.
because you can do so much with hockey,
You really
especially
can.
based on how you train it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like you could have hockey as a base ability, but it depends on how you use it. We've got
Yeah.
people who's evolved theirs to the point where they can use their conqueror's hockey in a weapon, or people who have trained their observation hockey so well they can see in the future.
Yep.
Mm.
And obviously, with armament hockey, you can put it over your weapons as well, make them tougher.
Yep.
We see multiple characters use that. Literally, was it Vergo used it on a bamboo staff? Literally, just a stick of bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, Sarai.
Okay, so mine would probably be the mythical Zoan Phoenix. Really?
Is that your favorite or the one you want, or
Oh, I
both?
don't know. Probably both. I don't know. I mean, no,
Okay.
what I would want, personally would want was probably hockey. Would be hockey, but my favorite, I don't know, because you can fly and heal, and you can be in control of blue flames. Like that sounds right up my alley. I don't know.
Do it.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Eat that
You
fruit.
Eat
you
that
want to be
fruit.
you want to be the new Marco the Phoenix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't style your hair to look like a pineapple.
Yeah. Don't do that.
It was a choice.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you again for joining us, Matto.
Yes, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Do
It was
you have
wonderful
any
having
final
you.
words? Do you have any final words you want to say?
Um, hmm, I feel you should just
I,
play this Bink Saki on the way out, you know?
well, seeing as you're our guest, just where can they find you? Since you do actually have some of a social media presence.
Oh, yeah, great. That's a much better idea. Thank you. I'm on Substack. I've got a couple of blogs there. One is kind of a spiritual devotional one, and another one is a dance blog where I kind of called Drawbridge, where I try and bridge the gap between choreographer and audience. And so
Ooh.
sometimes you see a dance and you're like, what did that mean? Or why'd they do that move? Or was that on purpose? And so this blog kind of shows the process. And I'm actually about to start another one because I just got a commission to perform in Columbus in June. So
That's fun.
I'll be creating a new dance, and I'm going to try and record every moment of that creation process so that people can see what it's like.
Oh, that is so cool.
That is really cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like
Yes,
that.
he is very talented. He's great at dance, and if I remember, you can also play the violin.
Oh yeah, you don't want to hear that though.
Wow, no,
I
that's
do.
hard. That's
It's been too long
amazing.
for that. I am no Brooke.
I mean, I'll come hit you up at work.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm also at the exchange, so if you ever are over there, pop on over.
Cool.
We are the One Piece
well,
puffs.
So,
thank you all
Mystic,
for. Yes.
before we wrap up, do you want to give people a little hint on what our next big co-hosting podcast episode is going to be?
Well, seeing as you will be hosting that, why don't I let you let them know what the next collab and next episode is going to be? Since you're hosting both.
Well, our next big co-host will have two different co-hosts that we bring in, or I guess I should call them guest hosts.
Cool.
But it's gonna be great. Better believe it.
Hey.
Ah,
Oh, now,
I see what you
okay.
did there.
I see now.
awesome. Bleach, right?
Yes.
Joking, I'm joking.
And what about the next episode comes out after this one?
You see, I already teased that at the end of the last episode we did.
But you might
without
want
a
to give
guest
them
star.
you might want to give them a reminder.
Well, let's just say we'll be joining the occult club at high school.
That is very vague, actually.
Yeah. I was like,
It
oh,
How
is.
little that narrows it down.
I know. I was like, oh, Jujutsu Kaisen came to mind right away. I was like, oh wait, no, that's not it.
Well, let's just say we all have a bit of a devilish temperament.
All right,
Nope, I still don't
that
get it.
narrows it
So
down a little bit.
not for me. Like, huh?
Okay, well, for you, Sarai, I will specifically say, look down your shirt.
Oh, jeez.
No, that does not help me at all.
Look, if looking at those doesn't help you, you're looking at them wrong.
Now I'm really confused. All right, well, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later.
I will tell you after. I'll tell you
Okay.
after.
Stay tuned.
Well, thank you all for joining us again. Thank you, Matto, for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
I've been Mystic Vegito 13. would you guys like to sign yourselves off or just say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Arrivederci from the one and only ninja in your life.
Wait, I know another ninja, so what do I do?
I gotta kill him now.
There can
Yeah,
only
no.
be one.
It can be
Say
only one.
goodbye.
That's how I sustain my ninja powers.
Bye.
There you go.
Bye bye.